Trump hopes to make America strong once again is by helping America's farmers and ranchers. And today, the Farmers and Ranchers for Trump Coalition will be hosting the Great American Farm Fair to spotlight the backbone of America. Kip Tom is the leader of Farmers and Ranchers for Trump Coalition. He's also the former ambassador to UN agencies for food and agriculture, and he joins me now. Kip, good morning to you. I want to get to all of today's events in just a moment, but first we have to talk about what took place on Saturday, because you were at the rally in Butler. You were sitting in the front row. So what did you see, and how are you processing all of this?
Well, I have to say I'm still processing it. Never been through anything like that before, but when that first bullet came through the audience, I felt like I was reliving the JFK assassination again. So very surreal moment, but to see President Trump go to the floor, and then the Campatories, Corey going down behind me, about 5-6 seats behind us. It was a sad day for our nation, but prayers continue to go out for the healing of our president and for the Campatory family.
And I understand that you met with the former president just hours before the shooting took place. Now the both of you are in Milwaukee, so tell us more about what's going on today.
Yeah, so today we're conducting the Farm Fair, and the Farmers and Ranchers for Trump Coalition will be very active at that event. You know, we want to continue to promote that food security is national security, but yet under the Biden-Harris administration, we continue to offshore many of our critical elements that we use to produce food, fiber, and energy to places like China, Russia, Belarus, and we're weakening our own food security in our nation. At the same time, we need to reinvest in infrastructure in our nation and make sure that our bioeconomy and our contribution to exports continue to grow. I mean, we've seen nearly a $17 billion drop in ag exports just this year alone, $71 billion over the last several years. So we need to work hard to make sure we make agriculture great again.
Well, as you know, Donald Trump chose J.D. Vance as his running mate, and when he announced that pick, he said this on Truth Social. J.D. will be strongly focused on the people he fought so brilliantly for, the American workers and farmers in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Minnesota, and far beyond. So that sheds a light on the focus the Trump-Vance administration will put on farming, and I'm sure that is music to your ears.
It is. I mean, the bioeconomy in agriculture continues to evolve. You know, we're producing new products all the time, but it'd be great to have a president and a vice president that are focused on agriculture and our food system, making sure we encourage young people to get into the industry, and we continue to invest ourselves. I'm a good example of that. I'm a 7th-generation farmer. I've lived the American dream, started with something very small, but grew it into something. My goal is to make sure that future generations have that same opportunity to grow family businesses and contribute to our economy and grow our country.
So one other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the Agriculture Department. They're forecasting a $40 billion drop in net farm income this year. It will be the largest recorded year-to-year dollar decrease, and farming has become so expensive that it is actually pricing out young people who could be thinking about farming but see their parents struggling and say, I'm going to do something else entirely. I'm sure that this is on your radar as well.
It certainly is. You know, under the Biden-Harris administration, USDA seems to have lost their focus on exports. You know, we're competing with the BRIC nations and trying to get our products around the world, and we're being supplanted by their efforts to replace the products that we usually sell to some of these customers. At the same time, that's a call to action for us to develop a national agriculture strategy to make sure we continue to grow our agriculture sector. But a 25% drop in our income in 1 year is going to be devastating to many farmers across the United States and ranchers at the same time.
And finally, Kip, if the former president becomes president once again, what do you think about the title of Agriculture Secretary?
Well, those are decisions that are up to the President of the United States and any of his inner circle that make those decisions. I hope he picks somebody that wants to grow the agriculture sector, somebody possibly that's a farmer that understands what we go through in agriculture. And I tell you what, again, I'm focused on the next generation and following ones. We need to make some long-term shifts to make sure we make agriculture great again.
Well, you are